Good day, everyone. We are the group Butan, and I am John Michael Talavera, and our group members Campos Mary Joy and Vianzon Aira Mae. Today, we're about to talk about Bataan urbanization inside municipality of Samal.
So, as an introduction, the Manila Bay Bridge will be a new asset of growth here in our province. And in order to adapt to this, we must be knowledgeable on how we can make an impact to our areas in Bataan. Bataan Urbanization is a proposal of fourth year students of Bachelor of Science in Architecture in Bataan Peninsula State University. Our group has chosen the municipality of Samal inside Bataan and will be focusing in making the municipality of Samal better and greener environment, becoming an urbanized municipal inside of Bataan. Since our project will be focusing on urban design, the participation of the community of Samal Bataan is importantly needed to achieve the community needs before starting this project. We handed the survey to the community of Samal to let us know what is the current situation in their community and to solve the issues within their community. Their suggestions will take into account if necessary for the community.
Samal Bataan. Samal is a coastal municipality of province of Bataan. The municipality has a land area of 56.30 square kilometers or 21.74 square miles, which constitutes 4.10% of Bataan's total area. Its population is determined by the 2020 census was 38.302. This represented 4.49% of total population of Bataan province or 0.31% of overall population of the Central Luzon region. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 680 inhabitants per square meter kilometer or 1.762 inhabitants per square mile. The municipality has 14 barangays, and these are East Calagiman, East Daangbago, Gugo, Ibaba, Imelda, Lalawigan, Palili, San Juan, San Roque, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia, Sapa, Tabing Ilog, West Calagiman, and West Daangbago.
Good day, I'm Aira Mae Vianzon, and I'm here to discuss the environmental issue here in Samal, Bataan. Based on our research, we found out that the Samal Bataan um, are polluted, has a polluted river, flooded during rainy season, and tri-security emission. So, since ang Samal Bataan is mababa and marami silang mga ilog. So, pag nagre-rain season, tumataas yun. Then, yun ang nagiging problema nila sa lugar nila. Next. So, based on our research, the respondents has a highest age, which is the 29.6% is 21 years old. And the 23 and 24 years old are 7.4%. Then 19 and 20 years old are 11.1%. Then the age of 18 has a 14.8%. Next po. So most of them are male. It has a 63%. Then the female has a 37%. Their marital status, most of them are single. Then, the same as the employment status, they're all student and that's a 100%. Where do you reside? So, most of them are in Lalawigan area. Then, it has a 22.2%. And the second one is the 18.5% in San Juan. And in the San Roque, Santa Lucia, Tabing Ilog, West Calagiman, it has the same average, which is 11.1%. Then and next, 7.4%, the Ibaba area. Then the lowest percent has a 3.7%, which is the East Calagiman and Sapa. Are you comfortable in the area where you live in? Um, Most of them are yes, it has a 92.6%, and no in 7.4%.
So, moving on with the questions, how many subdivisions there are in your community? The respondents answered that there is one to three subdivisions in their area, which has 92.6%, while the other answers are 3.7%. Next. Can you say that your municipality is immersed in in technology? Examples are free Wi-Fi area, kiosks, etc. And most of our respondents answered yes. And it is at 70.4%, while the no is 29.6%. Is your place surrounded by the bodies of water? The respondents' answers are seven. Yes is 70.4%, while no is 29.6%. Is the transportation vehicle accessible from the vicinity of your home? Most of the respondents answered yes, which accumulated of 81.5%, and no 11.1%, and maybe 7.4%. If yes, do you use the transportation vehicle? Most of our respondents said yes, 81.5%, while some answered no and said they, they walk. Next po.
The next question is how frequent did they spend time in the local park of the municipality? And 40.7% of the respondents answered rarely. 33.3% answered never. 22.2% of the respondents answered sometimes. And 3.7%, only 3.7%, um, answered always. The next question is do they or their family members use the local parks available in the municipality? 63% of the total respondents answered yes, and 37% of the respondents answered no. Next is how much greeneries do they see from a 5-minute walk away from the home? So 59.3% answered fair enough, 18.5% answered a lot, 14.8% of the respondents answered very little, and 7.4% of the respondents completely answered completely surrounded. Next question on the survey is how do they rate the numbers of food stalls or fast food chain restaurants in the municipality? 48.1% as answered fair enough. 29.6% of the respondents answered a lot, and 22.2% answered very little. Next is how would they rate the availability of local parks in the municipality of Samal? 48.1% answered fair, 25.9% answered poor, 11.1% of the respondents answered good, 7.4 of the total respondents answered excellent, and I don't know. The next question is how would they rate the effectiveness of traffic speed control and other traffic laws in the municipality? So 48.1% of the total respondents or population answered for fair, and 37% answered good. 11.1% answered poor, and 3.7% answered excellent. Next is how would they rate the effectiveness of the street lighting, sidewalks, pedestrian safety in the community? 44.4% of them answered fair, 29.6% of them answered good, 11.1% answered poor, and 7.4 of the respondents answered excellent and I don't know. Next is how would they rate the drainage and flood control systems in the area? 51.9% answered fair, 18.5% answered good and poor, and 11.1% answered I don't know. So, what kinds of amenities do they believe Samal is lacking? Uh, and if they have any suggestions? Number one that they observe that the municipality lacks is the park for dogs, proper drainage flow, and sufficient traffic lights in intersectional roads, light lighting and covers in the canal, fast foods or establishments, parks, more fast food restaurants, land structure to other municipality compared to other municipality, fast food restaurants like Jollibee, parks, gymnasium, fast foods. Again, fast food restaurant, more parking lots. Bike racks would be useful since the municipality has a lot of bikers uh, on the current day or on the current time.
So
So
the Bataan Urbanization's proposals. So nag-propose kami ng mga ilang parts ng mga amenities sa mga municipality ng Samal. And since yung lumabas na results sa aming mga survey is ano, some are not using the transportation, so we propose rent a bike, and syempre bike rack na rin para sa mga, since the pandemic, nag-grow yung mga bikers community natin dito sa Bataan, even sa buong Pilipinas. And food park, dahil konti daw yung mga food stalls sa Samal, parang di na sila lumilipat ng ibang municipality. Syempre, dapat magkaroon sila ng sariling food park na pagmamalaki nila. Next po.
on our first proposal, we proposed drainage canal system. As you can see naman in this area, the community, madalas silang bahain yung lugar nila. Then, ma kailangan natin mag-propose ng isang drainage canal system which is advanced and i-combine na natin is the technology. We need to come up to where yung mga kalat then nagta-transform na into pataba agad sa lupa, then hindi na 'to nagko-cause ng barado sa kanal. Then we need to have a bigger drainage. So, nakikita naman natin na lagi yung problema natin is flood, napupuno lagi ng dumi. So, when natuloy natin yung ganong proposal, so maybe mas male-lessen yung pagbaha or hindi na tayo babahain pag nasagawa natin yung ganong project. Next.
Proposed bicycle parking area. So, ano nga ba yung bicycle parking area natin? Since the pandemic kasi, 'di ba, nag-grow yung mga community ng bikers natin, and kadalasan sa kanila walang parking ng bike, and walang secure na mga pag-park. Sabihin natin pupunta sa restaurant, pupunta sa ayun, kailangan lang natin ng ano. So, bicycle parking typically requires a degree of security to prevent theft. The context of the bike parking requires proper infrastructure and equipment for secure and convenient storage. Ayun siya. Next po. So, propose rent a bike. What is rent a bike? Station where you may rent a bike the payment is determined by the number of minutes you use it. The payment method will be mobile banking such as GCash, PayMaya, or BPSAR. Siyempre, yung pag-payment method natin, siyempre, nag-upgrade na yung technology natin and kailangan sasabay din tayo. May mga wireless payment na like GCash, PayMaya, or BeepCard, yan, dahil nauuso na to sa Manila. And siyempre, convenient din naman yung para sa atin. Rent a bike is used to transport a person to another location. From the word itself, renting a bike, with the base fare on how long you have used it from vicinity of the municipality. So, yung from, basically, pwede mo siyang may mga location na nakalagay siya, tapos doon mo siya ilalagay sa salpak. Parang, tapos kapag i-rent mo na siya, doon mo ilalagay yung ID mo, tapos kung saan mo siya sinole, kung gano'n yung time na inano mo, yun yung babayaran mo from one point to another. Next po.
Next is proposed food stalls. So, yung municipality ng Samal, as the results, based on the results of the survey na sinend namin, the municipality lack food stalls in the area. And the municipality also has a lot of open space where they can place the food stalls for people who are living there. So the proposed food stalls are uh, will greatly affect the livelihood on the area because makakatulong yon para maging isa sa source of income ng mga taong nakatira doon sa loob ng municipality.
For the conclusion and recommendation, to conclude this study, the researcher proposed a bike racks in the park of Samal, Bataan for the bikers community of Bataan. Since the bikers community continues to grow over the lands of Bataan, with the bike racks, the researcher also proposed to rent a bike where individuals can use this as a means of transportation with a minimum fare. The proposed drainage helped to prevent the risk of the people who live in the community and also lessen the flood in the area. The flood stalls will have a great impact on the livelihood of the residents because this can be a source of income to those who are living in the area. This proposal will greatly affect the quality of the life in the residents of the selected towns, and with all of these facilities and services available and easily obtained, the public is better able to contribute to the economy and national productivity. So these are the result of our research in the municipality of Samal Bataan. So we see the environmental issue, so we have to solution and make a move to resolve the issues and problems in their community. That's all. Thank you.